Hello everybody, so let's do a reading on the March for Our Lives. Let's see what effect it will have generally in USA for the whole collective, not the NRA or anything. We'll do it for the NRA a bit later, but now let's see what's the effect that it will have on the general public, on the collective. What's gonna come out of that? Again, Queen of Wands, Temperance, Patience, Trump. I don't know what to say, guys. Really, I don't know what to say. It takes time. This Two of Swords, it's at the, you could see this as at some sort of a crossroads, being stuck somewhere, in the sense of people who want change. They're stuck by the unwillingness of like Trump and the NRA and these people who are in power right now, because in order to really make change, the people in power have to agree. You have to reach some sort of an agreement with but if people in power are hostile, they're hostile towards that, it's not gonna, it's more of a block. But it will take time. And again, this woman keeps coming when it comes to gun. Maybe it's the female energy. And it kind of shows that before any change, before this, a woman needed. Because, and it takes time. Like, I don't see like a big change, like a big shift, like a big, I don't see, it's like a block. And it's because Trump is on top. So, yeah, like, I don't see like, yeah, big change, everyone do something. It's when the people in power are hostile to this, you're not gonna get much done. You're not gonna, you have to vote in people that will make the change. These people who are now in power don't want that. So it will take time. What I get from this Temperance card, it will take a while before any change comes. And this woman comes again. It depends on maybe a woman or maybe it's the female energy. Let's see. NRA. What effect will this March have on NRA? Like, this is just like, you know, it's not like, I mean, it is a big thing, but you have to keep on fighting. Just one march does not solve, does not, you know, and especially when you have empowered people who don't care. Everyone can get out. They don't care. They think that they're empowered now, and because they're there, they can do whatever they want. They don't care what people say, what people think, you know, they grab onto the power and they abuse the power. They're not listening to people. So they need to be voted out before any change can come, because I feel like they block it. They block any progress. They block any kind of change. They're blocked. That Two of Swords, you're blocked there. With Trump in power and this administration, there's not going to be change. Now let's see for the NRA. Or it's just minimum change that doesn't really do much. They're not willing to cooperate. they'll have to be voted out. Okay, now let's see the NRA, how this march will affect the NRA. It's more important to get out and vote. In my country too. Now they're bitching and moaning about, oh, the people who are in, but that you didn't vote. You didn't go out and vote. And the majority of people did not vote. And then they complain. Like, it's extremely important that you get out and vote. And don't think that it's all the same. I mean, yeah, on some level, maybe you don't get your ideal cut, but at least don't let the assholes win, because it can, there is a, let's say, it is more dangerous to allow like really evil people to get in power. So yeah, like in just one march, and it doesn't solve it. Like in my country, in Romania, now everyone, you know, same big protest, everyone getting out, they're freezing their asses out in the cold, in the snow, to protest every day, and they're doing this because why? Because a lot of them didn't get out and vote, and they let these assholes in power who are trying to get us out of the United Europe, and who are corrupt, and who are stealing all money, sort of like in Russia. Like, they're stealing their money, they're laundering their money, and they're, you know, and we're being poor because of those rich fucks. Same kind of system as in Russia. And people being like not paying attention and not care, they're all the same, you know, that mentality, they're all the same, why get out and vote? Well, you better vote, because you're doing much effective change with the vote than protesting and getting out and, you know, doing all this, because they're not willing to cooperate. They're not willing to listen to what you say when assholes, like tyrannical assholes, get in power. So better make sure that you don't get these people who considers that they own the country and they get to do whatever they want. They're not there to serve people. They're there to impose whatever thing they want to impose. So anyway, let's get on with the NRA. Yeah, it's like, you know, better to prevent it than be sorry later. And yeah, so anyways, they're working on things, they're having contract, they're trying to defend themselves. They don't get a hit from this. Like, honestly, I don't see them have done a reading before. I don't see them like they have some losses, but I don't see in this product scene. But it's not, they're gonna make a contract, they're gonna make other plans, they're gonna try to defend themselves. They're trying to defend themselves, but they're working on shit. They're making new plans, they're making new schemes and new plans, and maybe, like, I don't know. I don't see them falling anytime soon. I don't see them like taking a big hit or anything like this. At least not from this. Let's see long term. Long term. Maybe it's not a short term thing. Maybe it's a long term thing. I don't know. Let's see. NRA long term. How will they be affected long term by people rising up and demanding Putin? Again, Putin. I swear to God, I had this asshole in the previous reading also when I did this. The devil, Putin. They're connected to Putin. They're having this from outside the offer, but they're too tied up with Putin somehow. But there's justice. Like, it will depend. I think they will find the connection with Putin. They will find the connection with Putin because justice is on top. We had justice, Putin, the devil, the NRA. This Knave of Chalices. I'm not sure what to make of this. Yes, they take a hit long term from these people rising up, but it takes continuous effort. It's not just one march, one day. It's not gonna solve things. It's like it's a step, you know. It's a like letting them know that people are against them. But if long term action is being taken against them, like they keep on fighting against them, yeah, it is like a sword through their hearts. They're gonna have some defeats, but I feel like they're in bed with Putin somehow. These NRA people, they're in bed with Putin. They're tied up to the devil. And it will all depend on the justice. Now let's see if the justice will be made. Like they are onto them, but this. Okay, let's see. It's too infiltrated. Putin is way too infiltrated in this NRA association. Let's see what's up with the judgment in the NRA, with the FBI and the NRA. What's the outcome? Although maybe things haven't been established yet, but let's see. I mean, not. I mean the. It may not be sure what happens. It's not 100% sure, but let's see what's most likely. Okay, when it comes to justice and the NRA, what will be the repercussions for the NRA for being investigated? Because they are being investigated. What will be the repercussions for them? What's most likely to happen to them? They're not liking this. Again, they're being foolish maybe in some way. A lot of fight, compromise. I don't see, like, I don't see anything. It's not clear how they're gonna end up. All I know is that they're being investigated. They have strong connection with Putin, the devil. I see a lot of fighting, a lot of aggression, a lot of compromises. Yeah, I don't see anything clear, like they're gonna be taken down or they're gonna, I don't know, like it's not certain. Anything might happen in the future. It's not certain. I don't see anything. I don't feel like anything for sure that will happen. It will depend. So yeah, like I feel like this March for Our Lives will not affect them too much. Let's do it again. Like how will this March for Our Lives affect the NRA? Because they keep fighting back and they keep finding new ways of adapting and coping with this, and they're working on, they're not, you know, just waiting. They're working on plans, schemes of what to do. But let's see. How will NRA be affected by the march and generally people rising up and standing up to them? You know, with the boycotts and everything. They're waiting. It's patience energies. Like, yeah, the cards are, all these three cards have the energies of wait. Wait. Yeah, and again, this card, they do suffer some losses. Again, justice on top. They're telling us to wait, wait, wait. Justice will have a say in this, but the cards do not tell me exactly what. It will depend how it will come up. Justice is on top. They're being investigated. There are connections with Putin. Clearly, Putin came up. The devil. They're deep connected with Putin. They're fighting back. They're being aggressive. They're making plans. They're working in team. They're, you know, diligent and relentless in the way they're doing things. They're not giving up. But these cards are telling me to just wait, patience, wait. Yeah, they will suffer some losses for this, but it will all depend on the justice. And it's not decided yet how will justice affect, what effect it will have on them. It's like we'll have to see. But justice is on them. They're being investigated. They are suffering some losses from the boycotts and everything, you know, for people standing up to them. But it's not immediate. We're going to find out later. Right now, it's like things are being put on hold. They're not happening yet in either way. And it's all a matter of how the investigation will go. So yeah, as I said, they're not gonna be hit right away because the people in power are protecting them. They are deep connected with them, and until there's another administration or someone who can actually, you know, do something about it, they're gonna hang in there. And so we'll have to wait and see what will the investigation, or what will they find on them, how will they be affected on the because of the investigation. But right now the cards won't show me what's the result of that. They're just telling us just wait. It will, something will come. They're being investigated and we'll know the outcome, but later. Right now I didn't get any like clear response like, yeah, they will be destroyed or that they will. I don't get anything. It's like we have to wait and see. So yeah, this march of our life, it is important, but it's not enough. This is just how to say, they do scare them a little bit, I think, but it's not enough. It's not, because the people in power will not cooperate. If you had other people that are reasonable in power, for sure the changes would have been made by now. I think they would have banned war weapons by now. But since this administration is so in bed with NRA and with Trump and Russia and whatever, they won't. They're, you know, resisting. They're not cooperating. They're not willing to do anything. They're giving bullshit, you know, like arming teachers and like all this crazy stuff. Like, it's just absurd. So no, there's not going to be any change. There's not going to, until these people are being brought down. And it all depends on the justice. The justice is on them. We will know later for sure, but they're being investigated. Trump, Putin is in this 100%. They're tied up to Putin, really deep connections with Putin, really strong connections with Putin, and the justice on them. But we will know later, because right now I cannot find, like, the cards is like, it won't show me exactly what will happen after. It will have to wait. So yeah, this was the reading for the March of Our Lives and NRA and all that stuff. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.